What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today, doing a Wasianiverson VOD review because this guy's the GOAT. One of the, he is the best performing player in NA by far this set, and he is scrimming now for the World Championships here with a very stacked lobby. 5 NA players, but then 3 really good international players, KC Double, Goboster, and YBY. So, just an amazingly stacked lobby, honestly, here. Start off with just a Nautilus here. Not really that much going on here. I guess you can, yeah, what's Ionia here? That was, the reroll one, it looked like. Boom, 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 boom. I'm hitting the comment key so hard. Yeah, the reroll one. Okay. Not your favorite Ionia for just kind of like tempo Ionia, but you know, if we do want to play some kind of Ionia reroll, play into Ahri, we'd be very, very pleased about that. So definitely something that we can consider here. But yeah, we also pick up the Scion here. If we do get something like a teardrop, we can definitely look at like a LeBlanc unlock here and get to play for that. But we pick up the Yasuo here, so we're kind of on the way to a lot of other stuff, you know, for Ionia. Wood, Axiom, I don't think so. I don't really love any of these. Maybe eye for an eye if you have to. Placebo is just so low rate. It is Econ, and Econ is Econ, and Econ is important in this patch, so I could see it if you have to. And yeah, there actually is someone else in this lobby. I think it was YBY who took Placebo. Good for something. I feel like is just kind of a better Placebo in this spot, though. It's just gonna give you way more gold over the course of a game. Yeah, obviously you get a little bit less to start off with, but yeah, over the course of a game, this is giving you like, right now it's like 1 gold per round. Once we get next level, it's like a gold and a half per round. Isn't that just like way better than Placebo? Yeah, I think the answer is yes. Wasian using the TFT Academy overlay. I have not used this thing yet, but it looks pretty cool where you can like team planner out your board. And he has literally already team plannered out his idea here, which is an idea that I want to talk about because it really, I did a VOD review kind of, I'm trying to think about it, like a week or multiple weeks ago, about this line, just kind of talking about it as a sort of like a niche line that like a few people were playing. And I really think like since regionals, people have really started to say like, this is a very, very solid, just like S tier line that you can play towards, that especially, you know, a few days ago was not that contested. Now certainly getting more and more contested, but still I think a lot of people don't really know about it. The idea is we are going to play Demacia this game, but you can play Demacia with a Kaisa duo carry. So kind of like long shot Demacia, some people will call it. And you get a lot of value out of it. Also, I looked down to drink my water, and all of a sudden our board turned to 2 stars. We rolled down for Bard here, found Jarvan 2, found the Xin Zhao 2, and the Vayne here. So really, really nice here to have all of these upgrades. The Vayne is actually, I feel like, a pretty nice, let me see if I can turn my lights on while I'm in the middle of a VOD review here. No, I can't. The Vayne is a really nice stabilizing factor in this line. Boom, there we go, easy peasy. You can slam any kind of like AUD style items onto her. We opted a bow off carousel, which is kind of interesting. It's good towards Vayne items, but we're still pretty far from kind of like wanting Vayne items, right? I think, you know, if you were going to play AD items, stuff like IE is perfectly serviceable on Vayne, and then is going to be really nice onto the Kaisa later down the line. So that's what I really like to have Vayne for, is just a really nice AD Kaisa item holder. You know, obviously you have Sona on the other hand, if you want to play around that, or if you have the ability to play around that, as the other kind of like Kaisa item holder if you want to hold it on the AP side. So a lot of just very smooth gameplay in this comp, right? You have your early Jarvan 2, the Xin Zhao 2 is actually great to stabilize our board, and then we can just keep these guys on the board for a really, really long time, and just save a bunch of HP, and then very smoothly transition into this Demacia Kai'Sa board, get the Kaisa unlocked, you know, for free, essentially, because we forgot this Kog'Maw already. We have the Vayne as well, like it is, straight up for free to unlock this unit, and it's insanely consistent, right? Every single game you're going to be able to do that. Nice stuff by Wasian here, opting for his augment value, just letting his lower cost like backliner units just die instantly here. So really nice stuff, just farming this on minions here. Gets actually the 1 gold out of it, so he actually gets completely rewarded here. Does get Sedge. Yeah, this is actually, I mean, a complete good for something diff here. Had he not farmed that 1 gold here, he would have actually lost out on another gold of interest. So he gained 2 gold for doing this, and got to hold on to the Sejuani, which is really, really, really big. Items we're going to have to kind of figure out here. He's going to have to make Even Shroud Kraken, which is quite interesting. The idea being he doesn't mind actually just playing 4 Vayne items for a really long time. You'll see people sometimes build Kraken in this line and just say, I mean, it's a fantastic item to put onto Vayne. And I mean, Vayne's not a bad unit to itemize in this comp. Certainly if you're playing, 5 Demacia, more vertical long shot, it's, she's a solid unit in her own right. I feel like new Crash Test Dummy is just really strong. The only downside to taking this here is that, like, I feel like you have enough frontline with Demacia already. Maybe you'd still just grab this with Kraken, though. I could also see, what was the leftmost one? Oh, the red buff one. Just get heal cut guaranteed, get attack speed onto our Vayne. I almost don't mind that. He's looking at gold destiny here, but then sees magic roll is just a very solid, can be econ, can be HP, can be items. It's almost, I mean, it's straight up never bad. There's never a situation where you take a magic roll and you're like, oh no. I mean, the only thing would be if you get like 4 copies of a component that you just cannot possibly use. In this spot you get like 4 tiers or something, would be like a little awkward. It would be pretty awkward. You have to reforge a full blue buff. But the 4 gloves is fantastic. Lets us slam IE, which will eventually move to Kaisa. Lets us slam TG, which is a really, I mean, this honestly is the best item that he can get out of this, because TG Galio is really, really big in this comp as well. This is something that people learn to prioritize. Is that, Galio is a fantastic unit that you can, once again, talking about these unlocks, can guaranteed unlock. And when you do have him flying onto the board, throw a TG onto him. I mean, he uses the armor and MR really well with his scaling, but he also uses offensive stats well as well. So, I mean, he's just one of those units where TG feels really good on them, right? You see oftentimes these kind of like frontline damage dealer units, TG feels really good on. Would you ever take the Lux here? I think we're just gonna have to take Shojin here, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, Shojin quite important for the Kaisa later, and Lux, fine, but I don't think it really matters. If we have, I mean, even Lux 1, Lux 2 on this board, I mean, the big unit that you are going to be playing for is the Kaisa, which we will unlock this round here after leveling up. I mean, I guess we'll just, what do you even play here? Just another, random Poppy on this board, why not? And we will continue to chill a little bit here and move the Evan Shroud over to the Sejuani here. Looks good. Have our triple items like we talked about onto the Vayne as just a very, very nice item holder for the Kaisa here. We see actually the Crown of Demacia Vayne on the other side here, which we might actually be. Oh, it was close actually. I think if we had gotten that ult off from Vayne, we actually might have been able to win that fight, but still close loss here. And I mean, it is a 5 loss streak for us, which is, not bad by any means. We're going to move the items over to Kaisa, leave the Kraken onto the Vayne, just because Kraken Kaisa is pretty mediocre. So yeah, you tend to not really, want to put that on Kaisa at all. And we have this glove left open for the last Kaisa item as well. All right, rotate into YBY1, who's playing this Targon reroll line. It's kind of funny because he has 6 Leonas and like nothing else. So I guess he's just gonna have to play for Seraphine as his main carry in the spot, which I mean, not bad. She's pretty decent. Kaisa pair, huge pickup here. Now we are really close to Kaisa 2, and also really close to that Demacia, the Galio unlock here. So just a lot of things going right for Wasian. The only slightly sus thing is our HP, right? We are a little bit low. We lost a lot last stage. Probably gonna have to just, actually, yeah, do you just make double IE here? It's so much better from an item economy standpoint. He's gonna make the Spirit Visage. Yeah, you can't, the thing is, you'd like to make like Striker's Flail here, but you just can't make it because it's killing your tank component for a good Vayne item. So I think the Slam is very appropriate. The question is, do you want to sit here and greed, a last really good damage item onto Vayne, or are you just happy making the double IE? Wasian's going to say we're at least going to wait until our augment here, see, maybe we take some kind of item augment. Though honestly, it's one of these situations I kind of feel like we need econ. We are a little broke here still with this silver econ augment start. At least we have the extra rolls. Get the Rift Herald unlock here. Can you take Growth Mindset? I mean, you would guarantee hit your board. I feel like I would just take Call to Chaos here. The econ options are good. Like, it's just a better growth mindset. If you had an econ option, if you had a combat option, it's quite good. He's looking at growth mindset, though. He's just saying, I need this gold here to hit my board here. And yeah, we do grab it here. We have a lot of gold to roll. We've actually found Garen pair pretty quickly here. Really heads up stuff, holding onto the Braum here. Look at this. This is flex TFT, baby, except we immediately sell the Braum because we realized actually we want to fit this board. Hits a Swain as well. He's like trying to fit everything here. And yes, opts to end up playing the Swain on this board over the Ornn on this board. Wow. Okay, yeah, just saying. I mean, you can't play every single flex tank that you find, right? And you don't need to, right? You only need to really play one of these. The only other thing you could maybe think about doing is cutting out some of this stuff. You know, some of the Demacias and dropping down. But the thing is, like, you're not gonna cut the defenders, right? Or maybe you could. Maybe that is the path. Okay. Because I was just gonna say, like, cutting the defenders feels bad just because it's a team-wide buff. But I mean, at the end of the day, you are getting you know, 2 Wardens in. You're getting the big thing is you're getting Ornn onto this board, so you're actually getting the ability to play you know, this unit that's going to farm you up an artifact, which is just huge here. This fight's so close, by the way. Weijin did also suck it up and just move the Kraken over to the Vayne. Now the thing is, he's probably gonna have to move it back right after this round here, because I imagine we're gonna take, I mean, he could also take Chain here and go Steadfast. Yeah, I actually like this a lot. Take Chain, make Steadfast here. We need tank items way more than we need a perfect last Vayne item. And yes, Kraken is pretty trash on her, but we need tank items in this spot, right? You cannot live here without tank items. So yeah, it's actually a funny board where we end up playing just 4 Demacia, not fitting the 5 in. I mean, 5 at the end of the day, when you're not tanking these Demacians, it's not the biggest of deals. Like, you don't really mind it at all here. Also, I like this positioning. Wow. Actually, the more that I look about it, the more I like this Vayne plus Kaisa positioning. So Kaisa second from the corner and then Vayne in the corner, especially with Shojin. What's occurring here is Kaisa is dashing to the opposite corner because she's always, you know, trying to dash to safety, quote unquote. Sometimes, you know, she's pretty good at dashing to safety, I would say. I've certainly seen worse Kaisa AIs in the past that just absolutely kill themselves for no reason. But yeah, she dashes to the right corner here, and then Vayne casts afterwards and dashes to the middle here. So then the left corner is open for Kaisa to dash to. She dashed actually 1 hexed from the left this time. But yeah, actually, I like this setup a lot. What you don't want to do is like make your, like, it's really smart that he's keeping this Kog'Maw out of either corner. You don't want to crowd either corner with this Kaisa unit, just because you want to give her the freedom to fly wherever she needs to. So nice stuff from Wasianiverson here. Yeah, I like this as just a very solid default in this spot. Makes a lot of sense. We get a little baby dupe. I don't really know what that's going to do for us, but we can level up here, get the Garen in, get 5 Demacia. Really need less Vayne item here, so we're going to reforge. It's interesting, he's keeping Rod open for some reason with this idea. Ooh, yeah, I mean, this makes a lot of sense. So we're gonna make Guinsoo, Gunblade, and actually 3 item the Vayne and only 2 item the Kaisa. So a couple of ideas here. One is that, you know, obviously Guinsoo quite strong onto Vayne. Gunblade, the best item in this Demacia line. Also, wouldn't it be a dream if we got a Kaisa item here? Oh, okay, we don't, sadly. Not the end of the world, but how sick would that be? But Gunblade is the best damage item in this comp because you have this. Also, how did we end up in a world where all our items were on Poppy? Unless this is his plan, which I don't think it is. We don't have that many removers left over. We just have the one, which is a little bit sus. We do have the dupe if we have to. But yeah, our items. I mean, it's a 5 Demacia Poppy, but yeah, I think he's like, we got to start getting out of some of this stuff here. And yeah, at this point, even just gonna make the full pivot down into Shyvana here. Not even play the Poppy on the board. We do find the Garen too, which is huge here, and just gonna slam all these tank items onto him. Looks nice. It's actually interesting that he prefers Anima. I would have thought for sure that Anima would go on Garen and that you would just put the Evan's Shroud onto the Garen here, but I think he's just afraid maybe that Swain will drop too quickly and lose out on even Shroud value. But yes, Gunblade's so good in this comp because it's so high armor and MR, right? The Gunblade healing is really important. And the other thing is the interchangeability between these carries, right? Weijin saying in this spot, I don't really care that much that I only have a 2-item Vayne now, or a 2-item Kaisa and a 3-item Vayne. I mean, they both are long shot units. Vayne is benefiting from you know, the Demacia trade-in, so you know, she's a very strong unit in her own right. So I can actually just primary carry this Vayne here, which is cool to see. We're certainly gonna have to sell this Galio here to make the Ziggs 2, and yep, at this point gonna say we can move Ziggs items over. It's a little sketch the way we have our items split out here, but I mean, it is a Ziggs 2, so I don't think you feel too bad about it. This is a very strong board we're fighting from Gobo. Noxus board, so hard to beat. We're 21 HP, so we will... And also, man, this fight's actually really close. We'll take a loss here. Look at this lobby HP, though. Oh my god. 1, 9, 9, 10, 13, 16. Literally anyone could die here besides Darth Noob here. And Broseph just hit a Baron Nash or two, so I don't think Broseph's gonna die. Oh my god. Wait, this is really scary stuff, actually. All right, well, we just have to position our best, play our best here. Rotate into another Demacia board from Darth Noob, just showing how popular this comp is. Darth Noob, does he have a stronger board? He's got, you know, decent enough combat augments. That is a huge Gare in this fight. It's so close. We do win. Okay, our board is better. Gobo drops, but that's only one person who's dropped down. So still, you know, 6 people alive here. The upside is we have a little bit more of a cushion of HP to play with, but not that much. But okay, we'll see. Ideally, we're going to get less Ziggs items here. I would, you know, think... something like a Void Staff would be decent enough, I guess. Death Cap, JG even. Gonna roll down here, see if we can find a 2-star Galio here. Not going to find it. Oh, but we did get the dupe here. So yeah, we can just dupe, move the TG to the Galio here, and then yeah, GS for Ziggs. Beautiful stuff. All right. I mean, the Galio 2 is huge here. Swaps the Swain over to the left side here just to try to get him casting relatively quickly. I think, did he? Yeah, he did get a cast off at the end there. Huge Ziggs bombed here, but oh my god, the golem is too big. We die here. Broseph actually does lose and Ready loses, so this is going to be a 6-1 top 4. What a close lobby, man. Oh my god. If Weijin could have won this fight, I mean, he actually could have like top 2'd the lobby, and that fight was so close. I mean, that was an insanely close lobby, but really showing the power of this Demacia line. Darth Noob also playing this Demacia Vayne line. Just very, very good. Demacia Vayne plus Kaisa. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and Metafy. All my links down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always.